No, hey. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, hey. How you doing? Just doing a little tank maintenance. Shut up, dude. That'll be quiet for about 4 seconds. What's up, guys? How we doing? I see Jason. I see Skipper. I see Jeremy. That's all I see. But hey, cool. I had to get some tank maintenance done, and hey, let's have a beer while we're doing this. What do you say? Been a while since I could do that, huh? God, that feels so weird. Anywho, wait. The flower horn tanks over here were getting a little tattered, crusty. Kind of figured maybe I ought to clean them up a little bit. Did some work on the 200 over there. It looks like utter shit. I'm probably going to have to pull all the plants out of there because I got one frontosa in there that's, well, he's a bulldozer. And I'd like to get the plants out before he kills them all. I don't know what it is with me fishing plants, but, well, it just is what it is, I guess. Oh, man. So how you guys been? I haven't seen you guys in a while. So I figured, what the hell? I'm going to have a totally random pop-up. Why not? Garcia, what's up, brother? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. Ooh, that's how I almost forgot how to do all this. Where is it? I know it's in here.
Garcia Aquatics here.
Silver Creek, what's up, Creek? How you doing, buddy? What's happening, everybody? Good seeing you. Good seeing you. I don't know how long this is going to go for. I don't care. It may be an hour, maybe 2 hours, maybe the rest of the night. Damn it, it smells like fish.
Gee, I wonder why.
Right now we're doing the 125. I might even dabble around with Frankie's tank because it looks like crap too. Maybe limited on battery life. We'll cross that bridge when I get there. I got a ways to go yet. We're at 70-some%. It should be fine. Be ready for tomorrow's live stream. I will try to make it same time as last time. I think that was 8. I'll be celebrating my birthday early. Oh, well, hell yeah. Silver's aquascaping right now. What's up, Eric Y Rock? What you doing, brother? Who rocks? He rocks. Gotta suck some poop out real quick. Hold on. Things never spoken on a live stream. Hold on while I suck the poop out. Yeah, I knew I could get away with that with the YouTube crap. What about the TikTok? Alright. We're not gonna go too crazy with it. We just had some stuff piling up there. I am going to go and reverse the flow real quick, and I'll be right back. Now, when she gets out here, mention that you saw her in the bathroom. Just go with me on that one. Celebrating my 53rd birthday. Happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday. You got 13 on me. Eric says, Boys' Day. The girls went to the salon. And Manny, Peds, and Max and I are working on his multiplication table. Tell you what, I had to do some mathing the other day, and it sucked. But I did it, and I did it surprisingly well. I don't believe I've ever muttered those words. So I was doing a fuel injector balance test yesterday. And I did it the way I thought it should be done. Then I found out that was the wrong way. So I did it the way the procedure stated in the computer, which I wasn't off by much, but there was some mathing you had to do there. It wasn't hard math, it was just none of it made sense. So I hauled around with it a little bit, got it together, and found out that numbers wise the injectors look good. But I am also very good at getting random things that happen with vehicles. So I don't have a fuel leak anywhere. But we have a brand new engine in this thing. And two cylinders so far are getting washed out. Almost like ring wash. Well, I believe what's happened is some injectors are staying open and they're flooding the cylinders, which is causing it to burn oil. I know it doesn't make sense, or it might, but those are the only components we haven't replaced on this truck yet, and this is now the third motor experiencing a similar issue. It's $62 a piece. I think we can just go on ahead and change those, so we're going to change them. But they tested out fine, except for when I shut the truck off, it had 58 pounds of fuel pressure. And then about 25 minutes or so later, I came back and it had 40 some pounds of fuel pressure. And there's no visible leak. The only other thing it can be is an injector staying open. Weirdest shit you'd ever see. Oh, man. Jeff Kane's popping in. What's up, buddy? I see Jesse's in the house. What's up, Salient? How's it going, buddy? Fuel pump or fuel filter? Well, the fuel pump shows absolutely zero signs of having an issue. And this particular system doesn't have a filter. It's built in, so all the fuel lines, like I said, dry as a bone. So the only other conclusion I can come up with on why it would drop that pressure, I don't have a wet tank. I don't have any wet areas anywhere else other than a couple cylinders. My conclusion is maybe the needle of that injector's got some crud in it and it's sticking open, or it's developed a bad spot. But like I said, it's $62 a piece. we're just going to change them. It's one of the company trucks, and I'd really, really like it to run right for at least one season. We've only had it 4 years, and it's only ran one season because somebody blew it up. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, build up in the injector. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, man. I am doing good. We're all doing good. I'm doing, I keep looking back here. I'm sorry. I keep looking back because I don't want to overflow the thing, which I've done multiple times. Hey, Wiz, what's up, buddy? Been watching old NASCAR races? Yeah, me too. I kind of miss those days. Back before the sissies took over. Am I allowed to say sissies on here?
Probably.
Pansies, weenies, crybabies.
Yeah, all those.
I don't even know who to follow anymore. My driver retired last year. So, run a can of injector cleaner through the booster line. Yeah. I plan on doing that, but I'm just going to switch these injectors out too, just because I at this point, I don't trust them. Maybe clean them, but I'd rather not risk it because these trucks though will drive anywhere from an hour to 2 hours away, and I really don't like paying a tow bill to get a truck back to us. So, just this pound overflow. Oh, I just realized I can see it in the camera.
I mean, I'm sitting right here watching.
This is true.
I'm not gonna let it overflow.
Yeah. I had to replace fuel injectors, lines, injectors, and pump on a Unicarrier diesel forklift. Ooh. Including drain the tank clean because a dude filled it with DEF. Oh my God. How do you get that one wrong? Jesus. $15,000 for an injector pump. Ouch. Ugh. Still wiped the motor too. I bet it did. That stuff's not designed to be burned like that. I think the base of it, like the base of the death chemical is pig piss. I think it's something derived from pig piss.
Gross.
Yeah. Imagine how pissed everyone was when they get that on their hands and realize that.
It doesn't smell very good, so that doesn't surprise me.
3G, what's up, 3G? Oh boy. Man, oh man. I forgot how to do any of this. I'm just using the phone. We're not going the computed route. We're just going to do it the easy way. No microphone. It's on the table. Wife's 98 Sable and the heater actuator. She needs. It is not even made anymore and can't find any. She has. Oh man. A 98 Sable. Yeah. Can't believe it. Well, I guess I can believe it. Damn. I usually don't have a hard time finding parts for like Tauruses around that year. I just had to do a 2000, I think. 2000 or 2002, somewhere in that area where I had to do the head job on it. And then I think the kid crashed it. Maybe. I don't remember. Oh no, that was the Ram I just fixed. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be getting towed back Monday because it snowed and iced up pretty good here last night. And she slipped on some ice and had a little oopsie with the truck and hopefully didn't snap the rear end. Hopefully it's just a rim. Junkyards have them, but not with the spring that pops off. Really, imagine that. 3.0 Taurus V6, yeah. Those are pretty hard not to find around here for the longest time. And then you just stopped seeing them. Of course, the Fusions came out. And pretty much replaced them. And then they brought the Taurus back out, and that thing's a bigger pile of shit now. Unless you get the SHO. Those are fun. Yeah, $1,000 doing the suspension by yourself. I believe it. I believe it. The Vulcan motor, that's the good one to get. See, everybody thinks the dual overhead was the good motor to get in those cars, and they weren't bad, but a lot of people didn't know how to take care of them. And meanwhile, the Vulcan, a little slower, but runs. We had one in a 96, I think it was a 96 Sable. I think the only major repair I had to do to it was the water pump and some suspension after I ran a raccoon over it. It was a very big raccoon. SHO are fun. I sold a lot of them and drove a lot of them. They were fun. The older ones were fun. The newer ones are just wild. Who keeps walking in front of the door?
Maddie, she's put in ice on the salt on the steps. She said that ice don't move over that.
What happens in 22 degrees?
Yeah.
Yep. You got to make sure they're ready for the highway.
Right.
Oh, that is irritating. But if I try to mute it, I'll wind up clicking on it and screwing this up.
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah. Not a whole lot going on in, other than just messing with some tanks today. After I said I wouldn't show any more tanks on the channel. Well, I didn't say I was going to stop, but. Suburban. Where am I getting Suburban from? Suburban, it's beat to shit, but all new underneath. That's kind of how our company trucks are. We don't get rid of a truck until the frame buckles. I just had to get rid of one earlier this year for that, but the motor went into another truck, so worked out great. Ironically, the other truck we were going to junk out had a good frame, so we just. Oh man, Fish Fam Link's in. What's up, Fish Fam Link? How you doing? Three favorite vehicles I've owned: 79 Ford Inline 6 Chevy S10 with a 350 in it and an Eagle Talon Turbo. Those were fun. Now that inline 6 in that Ford, tell you what, there's another workhorse. I mean, you can build some of those motors up, but as far as reliability goes, that was one of Ford's best engines, in my opinion. Same thing with the GM and the 3800 until they ruined it. And by ruining it, I mean, made it into an abomination called the 3.9 and the 3.6. Yeah, not a big fan of those. But the odds are, if a police car is chasing you and it's a Chevy, there's a good chance it might drop a cylinder. Just food for thought. Paid $1,200 cash for that Suburban, new transmission, new front end to end entirety. Been maintaining it still, runs great. We vacation it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. The poor man's Eclipse. I tell you what, I've had two Conquest TSIs, basically the forefather to that car, and those things were wild, except for one of them. Now, the last one I had was a total pile of shit. I couldn't wait to get rid of that one. But my first one was fun until it got murdered on the highway at 80 miles an hour, roughly. Oh, man. That lump in the hood was either for the battery of a turbo or a turbo. Yeah. Of course, a pretty unique unique styled cars. Those and the 3000 GTs, the old Supra. Those were some pretty wild designs. The arrows are fun to work on. I wouldn't know. I think that's the only car I've never had to work on. Yet, now that I've said that, I'll tell you a real fun car to work on is a Mercedes. I don't know why. I don't mind it. They're relatively straightforward and roomy. Enough that you can get your hand in there. And maybe a tool. BMWs, on the other hand, forget it. I'm here for an oil change. Junk it. Just do yourself a favor. Not a fan of those. Don't get me wrong, some of them are cool. Not all. We had one of the owners bought a 21, I think, 740i or IL or whatever it is, a big ass car. And we lifted it, and there is literally this much room between the transmission and the body. I'm sitting here going, well, I hope I don't have to do anything to this car. Fortunately, everything's under warranty except for the brakes. So I already did those. Whips Road, what's up, buddy? Whippersnapper. Cadillac with the 4.9 in it. Oh, in the Fiero. Yeah, those are, I've heard of those. The 4.6s too. The early Mercedes SUVs are a terror. I believe that. Too dirty to work on a Bugatti. I have yet to see a Bugatti in Indiana, period. I didn't even see one in Daytona. Saw a few Bentleys, but no Bugatti down there. All right, I think I am gonna kill and see 5 times. On this one, yeah, I think we're good on that one. Then make a few changes, and I'll pop back up on the other side of the room. Give me just a minute. Ta-da! Let's see if I can show you the tank and not the cat's rectum. Let's see. There we go. We'll scooch back a little bit. And now I'm leaning funny. The whole house leans. Oh, there we go. There we go. Well, M&C made it in. What's up? Aquarium Domain, what's going on? Good seeing you guys. Silver Creek says the F-Type, the Jag. I did watch the last episode of Grand Tour. I have fallen asleep trying to watch it twice now. I got to quit doing that at the end of the day. But I made it about halfway through their special, and Jeremy is just driving the wheels off of one of those F-Types. And
Right.
right.
She's such a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. What'd that get you? Anywho, like, I wouldn't mind driving one of those once, but I just don't know if I could own one. I don't know. I'm still working on a Jag right now, and it's not fun to find parts for them, especially 23-year-old Jaguars. It's really not fun to find parts for it. They do exist. You just have to find them. And finding a dealership nearby is also another issue. Some things you just have to. You have no choice. Hopefully I can find I think we found the part that I need. I just have to take it out and make sure it's the right one. I'm just glad I don't have to pull the transmission. Now, if I get a chance to drive the F-Type, sure. That thing sounded crazy on Grand Tour. I don't know if they just spruced the supercharger up or what, but man, it was a whiny little bastard. I'd buy an old Freightliner before a Jag. Yeah. Yeah. But it would be fun to let one rip once. Kind of like a wet fart in an elevator. Be fun to let it rip.
Oh, that's rude.
I need to get this damn duckweed out of here, man. You put duckweed in literally every tank, and
I
it's
did no such thing.
flourishing in this one.
I don't know how duckweed got in there.
Well, a mommy duckweed and a daddy duckweed.
I think what it is because these guys all drink out of all of the tanks. One of them drank out of a tank with duckweed in it and then came perusing over here. Because you see it on their noses all the time after they drink out of my tank.
Oh, like an enduro bike, honestly, for when I go into town or play disc golf by myself. I miss riding, and my dad lets me ride his custom Yamaha 1100 at a time. All custom, nothing original. Those touring bikes are just so damn soft. Yeah. And I got, I guess I'd say, decent length legs, but man, I hate sitting on them. My boss had a couple BMWs, and they were just like you damn near need a stepladder to get on it. He's like, "Oh, ride that thing over here and tell me what you think." I said, "Dad, I don't even want to get no." I rode his old BMW. That was fun.
Yeah.
I don't remember what that was, but it was a 70s BMW something. It was a total pain in the ass to start, but when you got it running, it just sounded insane, and it had some torque. Yeah. Oh man, old Frank the Tank over here. Really need to get all that stuff beat up. I guess now would be a good time to do it.
Probably.
I don't know what the point is. It'll just make its way back in there.
I'm telling you, I think they're transferring it to, because I never put any duckweed in his tank.
I don't know, but you can tell all the tanks that have high moving filtration and all the tanks that don't.
Mm-hmm.
The only one they don't mess with is the saltwater tank, and it looks like utter shit right now because I broke the protein skimmer. It sort of works, but I broke it. And the best part is the store I bought it from, the local fish store 2 blocks away, is closed now.
Shut completely down.
Nailed that one right on the head. And, you know, somehow I'm in some group chat with a bunch of them, and they said something along the lines of, the owner of the property doesn't want to renew the lease, so we have no choice but to close the doors. Okay, fair enough, I get it. But I don't believe that, because within days of them loading everything up out of this store, they had another post that they bought another mom and pop shop somewhere in Colorado. And I'm like, so what these guys are doing is they're a corporation that just goes around and buys up all the little mom and pop shops, runs them into the ground, and then closes them. So I'm on to you.
Oh my God.
So yeah, now the building's empty. I'm pretty sure if the old owners still had the business, I'm pretty sure the lease wouldn't have expired.
Mm-hmm. I don't think it would.
Just saying. Because they knew how to run a business. They have done it for 25 or more years. These guys are fly by night. And when Jess quit working for them, I told her, I said, I give it 6 to 8 months. And almost to the day, on 8 months later, they shut the doors. Because they were making very bad decisions over there. But, you know what? The one thing I got going, it ain't my circus.
Just glad I got out when I did, or I would have been pissed. They didn't warn any of those employees.
Nope, they didn't warn nobody. They just walked in and said, well, actually, I think the customers knew before the employees did, because they had
They said not that mass
they were
text.
mass texting people saying we're having to close our doors and we're having a 70% off sale, whatever. And then you go in there and you look and you go, oh, it's 70% off on fish. But on dry goods and stuff like that, it was only like 40% off of the already marked up price, which would drop it down to what you could literally get that item for anywhere else. So it wasn't really a sale. Oh man, Bionic Bigfoot, what's up, buddy? What the fuck is that? I know, right? Oh man, good seeing you guys. I just felt like doing some tank maintenance. Probably shouldn't have done this one, because the lower it gets, the more I see all that duckweed. But I can net it if the cat doesn't tear the blind down. That'd be kind of cool.
It's about Zoomy time.
Yeah.
It is about that
All
time
these
of the
cats
day.
are gonna start bouncing off the wall. We don't need cat now.
Nope. It's about that time of the day.
They get it naturally. I don't know where either. I'd like to find where their stash is. 'Cause it's hidden somewhere very well.
Mhm.
Oh man. I might go in there later and try to dig out some more of that algae. Problem with that saltwater tank is all this algae grew back because of that protein skimmer being dead or severely weakened. And now it's breaking off and it's getting caught in the grate in the corner, because that's a drilled tank. And it's plugging that up and the tank is overflowing. So I had to go in there and, you know, sip some of that out of there. I did a 55 or 75 gallon, mine split a seam. Oops. Ouchie. I need a 55 or 75. Ugh. Oh man. Never good when a tank breaks.
No.
It's too bad you weren't close to me. I got a 55 gallon that's not being used. It's still up and running, but just not being used.
What happened to the 2 fish that were in it?
Like a long time ago. They haven't been in there for a long time.
The goldfish? You're talking about the one downstairs?
No, that's the 75.
Oh. Oh.
The one next to it.
Oh.
Yeah. But I have that one. I don't really have plans for it. I'm just letting it run until I can figure out something to do with it. So there's that. Ship it to you.
Right.
Good luck. I think the last fragile thing I tried to ship didn't go over so very well.
Right.
Yeah, I'd rather not talk about that. Mhm.
Yep.
Freight it to you. That'd be a little bit better. Probably not. That would also be stupid expensive
Yep.
for what you'd have to pay for the freight. I'll probably find one locally. Probably find 5 locally for what it costs to get it shipped without shattering it. And I don't know how old that tank is. That one, we picked that up probably 3 years ago. I never had a leak issue. The seam or the rim is fine. I didn't have to change that one. The other 55. Well, no, I didn't have to change the rim on that one either. It's still in good shape. That was the 90 gallon. I had to change the rim on that 90 gallon and this 90 gallon. Whip says, I just set a 90 up in the living room and I hope it holds water. LOL, Jess called me out asking if I should have tested it somewhere not in the living room.
Yeah.
But I like to live dangerously.
Yeah, because he posted a picture of it and said, time to start the leak test. And it's sitting on the stand, like
Well,
in his house.
you
And I'm
know-
like,
You know where I did my leak test for the cube tank, right?
oh, in here.
Right there.
I know. It's like, it's terrifying.
Yeah, we've had that up for a couple of years now. It's testing out okay.
Yeah.
Well, that one, I wasn't going to fill it outside because it was cold. Well, it was colder.
That's why he put his in to test.
You don't want
in
to do
the
that
house.
with acrylic. I had to get it in the house as quick as possible.
Right.
So,
And I understand where he's coming from with this time of year, but I still had to blow in shit. Like, shouldn't you be doing that outside or at least on concrete somewhere?
can you get me a net? Uh-oh. Oh, I got too much stuff. Bad idea. One of these days I will reconfigure all the electricity in here.
It's not today, right?
Just not for that. Oh, that's cool. Not gonna get all of it, but I get a good healthy portion of it. Anybody need duckweed? Oh, and some non-vegan shrimp. Cool. Good job, Frank. Food wasted. All right, now we'll put all that duckweed right back in the tank
Yep.
and not scoop any more out.
Right.
There we go. Looks like a little parachute. That's kind of funny, actually.
Yeah.
I think that's probably all I'm gonna get.
It's not easy to get out. I usually use like a cup. I usually get like a cup or something to get it out.
Well, that's good enough to get a disease from. Mike B, what's up, Mike? John, my fish tank, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Xfinity got installed today, and so far so good. If all is good through Thursday next week, I will be saying bye-bye to T-Mobile. I would have said bye to them a long time ago.
Well, around
No
here,
offense.
T-Mobile sucks.
Oh, yeah. Luckily, I got a pump to drain the tank, so about 20 or less went down the wall to the neighbor below me. Whoops. They'll be all right. Skipper's back. What's up, Skip? How we doing? Oh boy. Man, we gotta. I lost train of thought there. Yeah. Yeah, 2 trips. We gotta prepare for it.
Chicago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We gotta get with Whip and figure out a time and when, and just how exactly we're gonna do this pizza testing tour of Chicago.
Yeah. We're supposed to hit one, like, is it going to be a weekend thing so that
Yeah,
we can?
probably, because we're not gonna feel like eating that much pizza in one day, I think. It's so freaking expensive to reconfigure too. I did that last year, and by I mean I paid someone. I had the fish room separated from the rest of the house and added a second breaker box. Yeah, that's probably not a half bad idea.
Right.
I've also done some similar electrical work, and by that I just mean much larger surge protectors.
We did have to replace a couple of outlets.
I did have to. I have a whole bag of outlets, and I just as I go, I replace them. And I had one breaker that had somehow went nuclear in the box, and we got lucky and didn't know it was trying to catch on fire. Well, we found that, and thankfully replaced it with a fresh, brand new one, and no more random shutting off. I don't know why I would be having any electrical issues like that. I haven't the slightest clue.
No. Surely 30 fish fans won't do that.
Yeah. 3 deep dish pizzas in 3 hours. We can do it. We all hate ourselves, but we can do it. Yeah, they're not
Did you
very
say
big.
3 in 3 hours?
Well,
I can't even eat a whole piece in 3 hours of a deep dish Chicago pizza.
oh, it could be done.
Oh my God, there ain't no damn way.
Where there's a will, there's a way. But yeah, we got to figure out the ins and outs of that and when we're going to do that.
Yep.
Go do that, and then we got the Clash coming up in October.
We do.
And
It's gonna be weird to be there in October.
Huh?
I mean, it's only like a week's difference.
well, yeah, I mean it's not a real big deal. Bigfoot says smoke more weed then. Well, I was gonna say,
Oh Lord.
you could elevate yourself, and I guarantee we could get through those 3 pizzas.
I couldn't because then I'd fall asleep. I don't do anything but fall asleep once I'm elevated.
Well, you just have to get the right elevation. You don't want the sleepy elevation. You want the energized elevation.
I fall asleep with the energized elevation.
Well, it's because you're doing it wrong.
Okay, you say so.
I got to remember to close my mouth when I try to drink something.
I mean, it works better that way.
Well, I think we could probably
Switch it.
switch it. Just give it a tap of warm.
Okay.
Maybe 2 taps. Just 3 for good luck. Mike says a pizza crawl and jealous. Well, you could come up too. I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't be fun. John says the streaming's going to be great now. That's great, man. That's good for you. We upgraded our internet here like 2 years ago, and we're still waiting for the box thingy,
Modem.
the modem. They still have yet to send that, the router, whatever you want to call it. So we're using the old one. I don't know how much I'm really liking Frontier, but as as far as their service goes, the quality goes, I mean, it's decent. Before it was horrible. You could ask OnlyFans Matt, that one. He knows because he helped me try to work out a lot of details there, and he knew I had some bad internet. But we got it.
Sent us a booster.
Yeah, he sent us a couple boosters to try, and it helped a little bit, but we wound up having to get them to give us more of something, digital beep boop stuff. And finally it got to where we could stream without having weird issues. We still have weird issues, but just not like that weird. Yeah. Yeah. Whit says that was my problem too, Jess. I'd kill a pizza and be out by 7 on a Friday night back in the day when I mixed my vices. Yes. Yep. Yeah. You gotta choose what level you want to be on what day. You don't want to go from one to the other. It won't end well. Or it could. That's a risk you have to take sometimes. My mom won't eat very little. I think I will give her THC cookies to make her eat. Is that bad? No, I wouldn't give her a whole cookie. Just a little bit. See what that does. If it gives her an appetite, there you go. Me personally, I don't think that's horrible. I'm sure there's somebody somewhere that would disagree. There's always somebody somewhere that would disagree with me. But my opinion, I don't think that's bad. But I'm not the first guy to go to for moral questions, is what I'm saying. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not like you're feeding her a whole bag of them. So that might be different, but now I'd give her about a little quarter of one and just see what happens. Yeah. THCV, I've never even heard of THCV. Sounds like a ATV. Xfinity has good internet, especially if you upgrade to their business plan. When the C word shut the planet down, Miss Whip started working from home and we had to upgrade. That's pretty much when we had to upgrade, was around that time frame, which is probably why we never got that modem. And then they just forgot.
That part.
Gummies. Yep. But you got to be careful with those because those take you on a different level. Way different level. That's why I've never heard of them. Most studies and strains for medical use. Gotcha.
That makes sense.
That would be why I've never heard of them. All right. I think eventually down the road, I may pop another FX6 on this paint too. Might have to put another one back on the 125. I don't. I want her to eat, not get buzzed. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't give her the whole gummy. just a little bit.
I can only eat a corner and I still fall out.
Yeah, but you get an appetite.
Not usually before I fall out.
Well, last time you did. Well, your toes went numb because I think you had a little bit too much, but.
Well.
There's a very good chance I probably have. Yeah, I would just very low, moderate portions and just see, you know, what it does. It might get her there enough that she walks over the fridge and starts staring at it, then you know that's probably good. The thing I tend to do is start clearing out the fridge. And by clearing out, I mean eating everything, even the condiments. So yeah, and I have to be careful too. I haven't tried to eat uncooked rice yet.
Oh my God, who's trying to eat uncooked rice?
Well, I mean, that's just to the point. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Unhinge the jaw and tip the fridge back. Pretty much. Well, I was about her size, small. Yeah, I would just very, very, very low dose to see. And that's kind of hard to gauge. Like, especially if they're homemade cookies, it's really kind of hard to gauge unless you're really good at it and know exactly how much is in that cookie. I'm not an expert. The last guy you want to try and make anything like that, I do. But I do know if he can get it figured out, a very low dose would probably give her an appetite. And Whip's not wrong. Moms deserve to feel good too. Yes, they do.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Without my sister, no. Well, yeah, I don't. Again, I don't know the whole situation and how hard it'd be to sneak that, but you could honestly crumble a little section of it into something else and like milk or something. Give her that. Ice cream. See what happens. Then your sister wouldn't know unless she's watching this, and then she's gonna watch every bowl of ice cream you hand her.
There's that.
Liquid Zoo, his ears must have been burning.
Yep.
Stoner Gump on TikTok gives great broccoli making advice. Yes, he does.
Broccoli videos.
And just to clarify, it's not. Yeah, never mind. If you're not following him, you should be.
It's in your knot.
It's in your knot. Yeah, that dude's funny.
I love him.
Wow, you're going to a hockey game and look like you're also going to murder a chicken and bleed it out.
She gotta look all gothic and pretty for her boyfriend.
Oh.
That's not.
He gonna be there. She also wants to scare all of the old Comet Lady fans.
I do.
That's why I did the makeup, because I want to scare people.
And apparently I
It's
am
fun.
being told to wear her hockey jersey so that
I'm offering you.
so that they will sign. Well, you want to sign. Anywho, continue with your live. Sorry.
Let's see here. John says his speed's now to 200 DL. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds like you got a little bit better of a deal.
Sure.
I might have to look into that.
What?
The internet stuff.
Oh.
KJE, what's happening, buddy? How you doing? Whip says his dad takes gummies and he's 81. I think my dad and his are the same age, I think.
Yeah.
Believe so.
Yeah.
Dad's 80. He'll be 82 this year.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd want to see that.
No.
I've seen him like, stuff before back in the late 80s, and well, let's just say you could get away with a lot more stuff in the 80s than you can now. And he might have been doing a rain dance on a statue somewhere here in town with makeup on his face, like war paint. I don't really know if I want to give him one. Zen Ginger, what's up, Zen? How you doing?
Okay, pick a red in your crease.
How's the Mayhem Bar coming? Well, hopefully I can still get it. We kind of had to put it on hold because there were some issues on their side. They didn't quite know how the house thing was going to happen, and then now it's happening. So, long story short, hopefully, maybe I'll have it this week.
We should.
Hopefully. Very worst case, I will make my own. So, but that is still the plan. This table is going bye-bye. I got to keep an eye on this tank.
It's good. You're still good.
Oh, man. Mom's 88. Ah, yes. Definitely don't give her too much. Let's see. But that's about how far we've made it with the bar. I'm kind of right now trying to figure out how I'm going to angle a camera. I'm obviously going to have to get a better one first and foremost, because the old camera I got, the Shinsui or whatever this thing is, it's that one. It's not that great. It says 4K, but I don't think it ever did. I just got to figure out an angle, because I want to kind of do something off the ceiling so it can kind of point down and maybe catch more stuff. But there's some stuff we got to move. More tank. The one tank, I want to take that little 35 over there and bring it out, because it's kind of cool to be able to walk around that tank. So I want to put that at like the edge of the bar or end of the bar, and then I'm going to rig up a small smoke machine, and we're going to call that Smoker's Corner and just do a puff and a little thing. I got all sorts of ideas with it. It's going to be fun, I think. I think. So I'm also going to make a new intro for the lights and stuff. Not getting rid of the ones I already have, but I'm just going to make a new one that I won't get. How do I put this? Harassed about copyrights every time I use them. Maybe a mic. I already have a mic, but I might get a second mic or a third. Maybe a better one. I might even get a better computer, to be honest. That one's had better days. I may just take that one to the shop. But because there's some stuff I'd like to use that for at the shop that the program is in there, like scoping and stuff like that. Let's see. I feel I'm missing some stuff here. Tommy says 4K cheap webcams on Amazon for $35. Yeah, see, I spent $100 on that one. Yeah. How about secondhand smoke then? Well, that might do it, but it's going to be obvious at that point. What else I need to do is I need to figure out a way, and we've had this conversation before, I also need to figure out a way that if I have multiple people on the stream, I can hear them, they can hear me, and I don't have anything in my ears. I don't like putting things in my ears. I don't like people putting things in my ears. Just creeps me out. It's all weird. So, I don't know. I would, and I know there's products out there. I just got to figure stuff out. But definitely going to be ramping it up once the bar is here and in place. The next trick is to get rid of the table and the chairs. So those are all bye-bye. There's just stuff that's got to move and things and everything. Not a big major deal, but doable.
Absolutely doable.
I might even get a burr up my ass and move tanks. I don't know.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
Run, Jason, run.
You know, smaller tanks, no big deal. Now, these tanks, now. It's called a speaker. Yeah, I have those, and usually goes pretty bad with microphones. You use the mic on a stand or a clip-on. I have the one for live streaming. I have the one that's on the little arms thing. I guess it attaches to the table, but it runs through the computer.
Right.
Now, the problem with that is it's a directional mic, which you would think, well, that's great. I could have the speaker up behind me, but that thing will still pick it up. I don't know how to adjust it properly. I don't even know if you can adjust it properly.
Okay, hopefully he doesn't.
Never
take too
fails.
long. Yeah, I was just gonna say, because that's.
Well, I can shut it off here, but headset does help when you have multiple people on your stream. It's not just you. You don't need. Yeah. And I've had good luck with headsets before until the kittens ate the last set. That's the other problem I have. I'd like to do Bluetooth.
Yeah.
That's why I have earbuds and I was trying to get those to work. I just couldn't make things talk to things and stuff. I just couldn't make it happen.
Because you don't do technology.
I don't do technology.
You don't.
I just really don't. I don't. But I have stuff that's capable of doing things. They just can't talk to each other. Yep, cats suck donkey nuts. Yes, they do. But
No.
they're fun too, except for like one of them because she won't quit getting pregnant. Most of the other ones are fixed now.
We've only got 3 more to go.
Just we were gonna fix that one and surprise, now we can't.
Again.
Yeah, right, Matt. I've always thought of you as a tech guru. No.
No, he has not.
I have my laptop hooked up to a small TV and I don't have to wear a headset. You know what? I could probably do that because I have that TV over there. That's an idea. What's up, by the way, Skull? Even Jess is clear from the other side of the camera. Well, that's on my phone.
Right.
Mhm.
And I'm
See, this
literally
is
right behind it.
just the phone right now. Speaking of that, I'm gonna have to plug it in somewhere.
I have a charger.
We got a little over half a tank
I got a
in the
charger.
battery bin. Oh man. And you can read the chat easier. Now that's a big plus. I can do it pretty good on my phone. I can do it pretty good on the laptop, but the problem is when I'm on the laptop, I'm looking down to see what everybody's saying. This way I can just kind of glance over and there we go. I kind of like doing it on the phone better. I have a tablet. I could even probably do it on a tablet. There's an idea. I don't know. Now, Jesse and I have had issues on TikTok trying to jump into his lives where I can't hear him or he can't hear me or he can and I can't or whatever. And then we switch to something completely different and we can hear each other just fine. So there's issues there too, which is why I don't know. I don't really do a lot of TikTok live. I can try, but I don't know. I did debate before I went on here. I did debate trying to go live on there and see how it would go. But then I thought, man, there's some people that don't do the TikTok. And some of you are on the YouTubes. So I figured I'd just do the YouTubes today. Who knows? Maybe I'll try the TikTok later tonight. I don't know. Give it a whirl. I don't know. I've only done it once, and I don't know how the hell I did it. And it really, I think it was only on for like 5 minutes. Oh, man. Everybody's wishing Tommy a happy early birthday. I will too. Happy birthday, brother. Whip said our audio is so much better than it was a year ago. What?
You might want to shut the water off.
Yeah. Okay, I think it's off. We're gonna know.
Should hope so, since
Ah,
now it is.
yeah.
I don't know. What's that?
Let's see. I set everything up.
I did not.
I have that one friend that I'm best friends with. The others don't give me the time of day, so F them.
There's that.
Yeah. F that guy. Let's see. Well, this one's done.
However,
Got to be able to get in there and shut the water off, and it never fails. Somebody goes in there when I need to shut the water off. But what can be done is this can be pulled out of here,
okay.
taken over to that one.
Okay.
Just turn it back on. Let her rip, tater chip.
Maybe.
Yeah, just drape that over everything electrical. It's fine.
How else am I supposed to do this, genius?
It's not.
Uh-oh,
Gonna
what did I do? Oh,
It's not gonna reach.
oh no. Oh no. What did I do? Oh no. I don't know what I did. Am I? Oh God. Oh, I'm just gonna quit pushing buttons. Oh boy. First live pack in how long? And I'm already screwing shit up.
Why it's called mayhem.
Bear and Von Yens are dropping into the fishbowl for a hot second. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Good seeing you. Long time no seasels. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Did the door people call? What the hell was that about?
Huh?
This is what I sent you last night. Oh, Forrest must have figured out what was going on with his phone. How we doing? We're doing good. Just doing some tank stuff today. Doing some tank stuff, as Whip would say, getting tanked. You know,
Missy Sue is very intrigued right now.
Missy's intrigued that her water bowl is getting filled at this moment because they have a water bowl in the kitchen. It works well. It holds water, but they would rather drink out of my tanks and give them duckweed. Oh boy. Whip says getting tanked. Okay, apparently my boss fixed his phone. So now I got to figure out what the hell's going on with him. So I'm going to pop off here for just a little bit. I may or may not jump back on tonight because the girls are getting ready to go to a hockey game and I'm just going to be here left with my own vice. So that ought to be fun.
Okay, well, it's not filling anymore. I shut it down.
I did. So I want to thank you guys all for coming in and hanging out with the old guy for a little bit. Let me go figure out what he wants. Maybe fire up some dinner or whatever. Who knows? I may just pop back in later. So and you can just stick it in that tank for right now.
I mean,
Let the tank hold it out. But
I'm making this easy.
okay. Anywho, Thank you guys for popping in. Who knows? Maybe we'll get another rando pop up later tonight. Who knows? I'm on a roll. So I will catch you guys later. Thanks for coming.